Pies! Hey everybody, I'm Carla Hall and I'm on the set of Holiday Baking Championship. I can't wait to show you how I decorate with pie crust. So the first thing I want to show you is how to make a lattice really easily. It looks like it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. So I am going to take my ruler. I'm going to just make a little indentation like that. And then I'm going to eyeball like 3/4 of an inch and make another indentation here. Like this. It helps if you have a ruler that is see-through. I'm going to use a pizza cutter to cut my dough. You can always have your ruler handy. Just go just like that with your ruler. If your dough gets too soft, put it in the fridge. What I've done is I have my bottom crust, I put the pie filling in, and I trimmed it already, and you're going to see exactly why I did that. The first thing I'm going to do is actually lay out my vertical strips. And I'm going to take every other one. The reason that I also love lattice is because you can see what kind of pie it is. When I lay the strips in the middle, I'm going to lift every other one and fold it back like that, and then take my widest strip, just like this, lay that back down, okay? Where I have gone over the lattice, those are the strips that come back, just like that, careful so they don't break. And I take another one of my long strips, then I fold that back down like that. You see that? So, you know, for me, for the holidays, I make my crust early. You can make your crust, you can freeze it for up to a month. Your pie filling can be made also. You can have all of that done. I'm gonna trim the ones that are really long, tuck these pieces under the bottom crust, just like this. And also, before you bake your pie, you want to make sure that you put it back in the fridge because it's important that the butter is cold before you bake it. You know what I'm gonna do now, right? I'm gonna egg wash it because the egg washing is gonna do two things. One, it's gonna give it color, but it's also gonna give it that beautiful sheen. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, just to thin out the egg wash a little bit. Get a brush, and then just brush your lattice. So lower your rack to the very bottom and put your pie on. If you are cooking with ceramic, like pottery, or a tin pie plate, you can actually put it on the bottom of the oven. That looks good. I'm gonna put this in the oven and you're gonna see the finished result. Ah, look at that. Okay, but wait, there's so much more. I'm gonna show you another tip. I am doing this as cutouts. I have an apple pie, so I am using an apple cookie cutter. If you have a peach pie, you can use peaches. You can use cherries if you have a cherry pie. You can do leaves if it's just for the fall. I take my pie and I put it in the center. I see that there is at least about 3/4 of an inch around the edge, which I'm gonna use to fold over and crimp my edge. So what I wanna do is eyeball the center, and I'm gonna put one nice little apple cutout in the center. So simple. How pretty is that? So now what I'm gonna do is just tuck the excess dough under the bottom crust. I wanna show you how to make a braid as a lattice. So I'm gonna use a ruler and a knife, like a paring knife. Just keep your knife close to the ruler. And I'm going about a 1/2 inch. So you need 9 strips because you need about 3 braids to get around an entire pie. So what you do is you take the outer and you swap it with the middle. You can do big braids or smaller braids. If you want a smaller braid, just make your strips a little smaller. You have your egg wash. Just egg wash the whole thing. So the egg wash, in this case, not only is it gonna be color for the pie itself, it's also gonna act as glue for the braid. And then you'll continue with your other braids. And then you'll also egg wash this. And look how easy that is. All right, look how gorgeous this is. Look at that. Look at that beautiful braid. You know what this says? I care about you. With the time and attention to detail. And it says, let's have apple pie.